Hey, what is going on, guys? Light to Dark, and welcome back to day 2 of Sepia's Tears Winter Strolls. If you haven't seen or you don't remember what happened in the last episode, the annotation will be right here until I click face or left click. I don't know, whatever I feel like doing this time. Yeah. Link will be in the description below if you missed the annotation. I think you should go watch the last video just so you know what happens. Yeah. Darkness. The blackness is thick, mud-like. Look around me. It's clear that I'm the only one here. There should be another. You might enjoy hide and seek, but I have a hunch he isn't very good at it. A heart races alongside my feet. What's going on? My body feels light. What's going on? My body feels just a little more. She's close. I know this song. I know I've heard it before, but where? Bryn, I'm warning you. That song continues for another minute. Who the heck leaves their ringtone on max on a Saturday morning? The next thing I hear is the sound of rushing water as I prepare for the morning. There's something odd about the lucidity of that dream. 2 days in a row. Unless it's Mira's doing somehow. Except no, this can't be anything more than a coincidence. I'll approach it logically. For one thing, I never did figure out how she had disappeared from the roof. She could have jumped to the ground from that distance. Sorry guys. Still the same day that I recorded the last one. One thing I never did figure out how she disappeared from the roof. She could have jumped to the ground from that distance, much less without a single footprint. There was a soft noise after she jumped, but that was it. Maybe she jumped onto a balcony or something. Then where did she vanish to? But the real question is, why would anyone do that to begin with? She knew what school I went to, too. Does she know where I live? She somehow knew what route I'd take home. If she knows me, why don't I recognize her? No. This is all wrong. Dream doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. It doesn't even matter. If she wants to dig up my memories, you have to try harder than that. Alright then, breakfast. I'm up before Rin for once. This is more rare of occurrence than it should be. But morning, Oni-chan. I glare at her. He stops. That was one of your friends calling this morning? Yeah, sort of. I told her to call last night, but she missed me, so scratches the back of her head and gives the best oops sorry look. You know, the ringtone of yours woke me up this morning. Really? Sorry. That's not bad for a fake blush, but it's not superb. 6 out of 10. Did I mention that I was having a nice dream when I was so rudely awoken? Oh, you were dreaming about Lillian? Of course not. I slammed the coffee mug down, but it doesn't earn much as a flinch. Dead? Oh, so you weren't dreaming about her? What are you complaining about? By the way, you were going to Lucas's place today, right? Tables have turned. Perhaps. Oh, okay. You were going to fail your exams and repeat the year with me in your class then. Well then, you know what you have to do. Hold. But Mark, I'm the one who should be saying that. It's freezing. Neither of us are willing to step into the attack range of the icy wind. Are you sure you want to go through with this? Not like we're actually going to study. I know. But he's got the new culpable axle game. Don't you understand? What the hell is a culpable axle? It's cheap, Japanese style censorship. You'll never guess what we're really talking about. And who exactly is they? You know, them. No one's listening. Although with me around, I can't be so sure. Ren and I walk over to Lucas's place without any mishaps, plus or minus a few frozen fingers. Oh, I hope he didn't turn the heater on. I can't play with it when my fingers are cold. Don't worry, I'm sure he's comfortably huddling up. Don't worry. I'm sure he's comfortably huddled up in front of his computer. You'll see. Ding dong. The bell rings and no one answers. What? That's odd. I just called and he said he'll be here. I'm gonna freeze to death out here. Aren't you at least a little worried that I'll freeze to death as well? Oh Mark, how silly. You know I'll be gone before you. That's not the response I was looking for. Well, it looks like there's only one thing we can do. Ring glares mischievously at the front door. I have a bad feeling about this. 1, 2... Ah! What's this? The heavenly silhouette has come to harvest my soul already? Life, what it is, I suppose. Goodbye, cruel world. Peter. Ah, ouch. What just happened? I'm greeted by Rin's worried face. Alright, that's enough. I'm alive already. Don't need to curse me further. That was dangerous. Don't you know you shouldn't lunge at someone's feet? Someone's feet with your temple? Someone could have gone hurt. Someone. Eyes don't seem a little teary though. Rin, just so you know, it isn't polite to charge into other people's front doors without permission. Oh. Sorry. This makes pulsing in my head a ton more bearable. Maybe it's just the cold. Oh look, there he is. Hey. Hey, sorry I'm late. I had to run and grab some things for lunch. Did I keep you waiting long? He looks around. There's an indentation in the snow scattered runs his walkway. Rin is leaning on her left foot because her right is sore from the impact, and I'm too dizzy to tell what's happening. He looks from the indentation to Rin to my head, then back to an indentation. Then he shrugs and unlocks the door. Grab whatever you want to eat. Meet you in my room in a few minutes. Utter thought as we step inside. We got the new Rocco and Ice book. Guess the guild's worn off already. Scampers into Lucas's room and begins snooping around. I'm surrounded by 2 new girls. This is heaven. Literally heaven. Oh god. Oh god. Escape from Rin before my soul gets sucked out of me. You're the mess. It's got a desk with a glowing monitor. Glowing monitor? He's left his computer on and unguarded. I see. I mean, I'm curious, but I'm not that curious. Alright, first choice, guys. What should we do? Although we'll probably get back to this by either doing a rerun of the game or just go like save point. So there's like really no fuss. I want to see like I go back to it and yeah. Thinking of doing every time there's an option. I'm thinking of doing a 2.5 episode. So like I'll choose the opposite option and you'll see what happens then. Yeah. I'll play the whole game doing my own path. Or using my own path that I choose. Then I'll go to a 2.5 doing the choices that I haven't done through the gameplay. Okay. So 2.5 yeah, or I'll just do a second rerun of doing opposite choices. Alright. Pretty damn curious, or not even close. Or either I might. I don't know. I figured out the final details, so I might like do a thing after this of what happened after, or what happened opposite, so you know what? I'm not even close. No. Oh no, 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 no way. I'm dodging this for by a mile. Sorry guys, you guys want to see it. The fade will go on to now. Alright, this is what happens if we choose the other one. Let's do this. I reach for the mouse and clear the screensaver with a daring poke. Huh? That's slightly disappointing actually. He's just enjoying his regular dose of Honey-chan, have you finally given to your temptations? Uh-oh. I knew it was a matter of time. Okay, alright, I've got this. I'll take a deep breath and try to think of an excuse. This isn't the time to be taking deep breaths. Don't think, just talk. I was just... Correction. Don't think, just say something coherent. Really? There's no need to be shy. We both knew it would happen someday. Not like what it looks like, I swear. The computer was like this when I got here. Okay, Mark, it's not to be curious. Will I regret asking precisely what you mean by curious? Hope you know. I'm looking at the screen. It's clear that they're about to. I see you've finally fallen, Mark. Every time he laughs like that, he does it for a reason. If you ever want to borrow anything, don't hesitate to ask. I'm always willing to aid. The Unenlightened in their journey to paradise. Lucas used dark invitation. It's super effective. I love the Pokemon reference in this. I painted along with my reputation. I guess that's the end of that. Lucas brings us a few glasses of water and sit down. I would ask why he only has water, but then he just came back from the grocery store and he probably has other uses for his money. I seriously have to say that. It's art, not porn. I don't really like to say that. Alright. You guys decided what you wanted to do. We can always take turns in beating Mark in that new fighting game. Sounds like a plan. No one gets a say in any of this? In a while. I remember when Ren and I used to come over here all the time. Nothing but sitting around and chatting over some video games. Strange, part of me feels like those days have vanished. Are they gone forever? They couldn't be. Even if we're doing the same thing, same old things, I can't help but glance out the window from time to time. I see when my chest tightens. Oh, Mark, you're blushing. I'm not. Not. Right, 3 years ago. It's alright, I'm not teasing you. Maybe just a little. Strange. I was different back then. But she hardly changed at all. Put it out already, I'm not in the mood. Of course you'd say that. Maybe so, but that doesn't make it any less true. Don't you have anything to do? Not really, unless you get the homework. You've been on the computer all day, haven't you? I noticed you didn't end that sentence with a question mark. But school's boring. School's boring. Besides, it's not like you're doing anything other than moping around. I told you, I'm not. Oops, sorry about that, guys. I accidentally went to menu. Your expression stops me in my tracks. Going upstairs, leave me alone. Fine. Just bother you again tomorrow. I turn to leave, but I feel the eyes back on me. I walk away. That was me. It's surreal. Was that really how I felt back then? Maybe it seems to have faded over time. Maybe I just got numb. But that's no excuse to have ignored her like that. I'm sure she knows. She's not that dense. Someday I'll owe her a nice long talk. I want her to know that I care about her. I don't care about you anymore, Mark. But what? Did I win? You won? Huh? Who'd have thought? Just you wait. I'll have my revenge next time. Say that every time. Fine then. Again. I'll try again. We're gonna be here for a while, aren't we? By the time we left, our final score was 7-2 for her. Oni-chan, stop thinking so much. Go for your complexion. What? Oh, I guess we're already on the train. Complexion aside, yeah, I guess you're right. But about what? The fact that you should stop thinking about Lillian? How can you say that with a straight face? Years of practice. Anyway, that's not what I was thinking about. I see. Then you were thinking about ways to admit to Lucas that you want to borrow one of his games. Let's just say that I've had a lot to think about lately. I think that's sufficiently vague and truthful. Yeah, figures. Her voice trails off as she sinks into the background. If that doesn't say out of character, I don't know what does. You're okay, Chin? You're in? You're okay, Rin? Huh? Of course I'm fine. You're the one I was worried about. Did you just say that you're what? Oh. You're actually mad, aren't you? Of course I'm mad. Doesn't the popped vein make it obvious? Sorry. Just so rare that I get a chance to tease you. Doesn't count as teasing when you're cheating. What exactly am I cheating? I haven't figured that out yet. Seriously? I'm trying to mess with you by snapping you out of your daydream. This is what I get? Not bad, I admit, that was a good play. Wait, so this was all a plan to mess with my head? I wasn't actually worried about you or anything. Sorry, I had to say something. I wasn't actually worried about you or anything. I just didn't want you to fall asleep on some poor girl's shoulder. I guess I shouldn't remind her that I'm standing, not sitting. Other side, made you think that was a reason to be worried. Well, you've been zoning out lately. You're gazing out the window like in a soap opera and been distant lately. That's all. Deceptive. Sorry. Oh no, it's no big deal. You have your own life and I know there are things that you wouldn't tell me about. Don't say it like that. It'll be long, alright? Something I need to sort out. That's all. The train screeches to a halt at our destination. Wow. I'm using the keyboard. I accidentally right click again. Rin grins as she pulls Lucas off the gaming device, but I can tell it's a thin coat of paint. Uncomfortably cold. Not bitterly cold, but uncomfortably. It's cold enough to make you wish you'd brought gloves. Your breath is barely visible. It's the late fall equivalent of those drizzly days when you can't quite decide if it's worth taking out your umbrella. Nostalgic. I pace back and forth to clear my mind, but it doesn't work. It's been years since I've seen him. Years. I shouldn't be excited, but something feels off. Gosh, it's cold. I'm not sure what I was expecting. Was he supposed to be the star of the football team? Emotional wreck? Just another guy? No way he's forgotten everything that's happened. I was struck with the strangest feeling when I talked to him the other day. He was mesmerized, of course, but his eyes were empty. It was like staring through frosted glass, virtually opaque. But I can't lose focus yet. Just wish I could shake the feeling that he isn't who he used to be. I guess 3 years is a long time. Mark, look, we're finally here. Where are we going to go again? What? Feel free to browse everyone. New customers are always appreciated. Sorry. Yes, you'll be amazed. Oh, we have endless amounts of products. It's time. It's time! Golden Man awaits us. Just so I'm clear, this is a store, right? Oh, yes. Okay, just checking. Well then, I don't really want to ditch them, but when I consider the possibility of what's behind those doors... When I first played the game, I went with the top 5, and it ended up pretty good. I want to go with the bottom, but like I said, I can always do... Okay, I'm like... Yeah, so I'm going in with them again. Alright, I'll bite the bullet. Pick common sense. Pick common sense to the curb and what have you. I'm going in. I think I've heard Lucas mention that game. Maybe they're signing up for pre-orders. As I wonder the bag, there's something about something. What about that guy's accent clicks me twice. For the video, I'll show that. Well, actually no, because I guess outside the other time. Anyways. Here's about the guys crowding around. I'm telling you, it's gonna be awesome. Girls are gonna up next week. A hidden TV station site has an exclusive pillow cover too. Huh? I even know a guy who can get across the border for you. I'm out of here. Gust of cold breeze strikes my chest on my cheek. The hell? Woke up and find myself outside. Daydreams are a powerful thing. Okay, what now? Air cools my lungs with every breath, but it's refreshing in its own way. It isn't too late yet, but the sun's already starting to set. Refreshed, I decided to make the scenic route back. Alright guys, this is the second decision. I think we went in with them, so stay far, far away. Yeah, well, I'll be off, I guess. Going to bid farewell to Ren and Lucas. Things have already merged with the swarm. Oh well, I'm sure Rin will notice that I'm gone when she gets hungry. I planned on enjoying an afternoon in the mall like a good high schooler, but there's one key point I forgot to calculate. There's nothing to do here, and the reason I haven't set foot in the mall in half a year. Mine wanders before I know it. No points for guessing the culprit. Myra. Hair flowing in the breeze of a chilly December night, scarlet ribbon flashing against the black sky. They replay in my mind like an old film reel frozen in time. I can't stop thinking about her, and I don't know why. When I go back to school to see her tonight, not like she'll be there, but the strangest thing is a relic, like a childhood friend that I no longer recognize. That'd be an obvious enough explanation, but most long lost childhood friends are less angelic or ghostly. The entire premise is ridiculous anyways. A girl appearing out of nowhere to me, of all people, claiming to be an acquaintance from long ago, as if we shared some sort of precious memory together that I've conveniently forgot. This has cheesy love story written all over it. That's crap, to put it bluntly. All she needs is a tragic backstory and she will be a character out of Lucas's games. If I really believed that, why do I have to convince myself? Oh no, I should stick to the facts, it's simple. We should be an old neighborhood friend. I thought that added on. Well, that's unlikely. I didn't have many friends growing up. And I haven't lost touch with a few close friends I did have. He might have been a previous classmate, but there's no way I'd forget someone as striking as her. But who else would know what school I go to and the route I take home? Not friends then. Family? That's a thought. It could just be a distant relative coming back after years of absence and playing a cruel prank on a half-cousin or whatever I am. Then why don't I remember her? Damn it. This is just leading me into circles. I wonder if I'm just overthinking the whole thing. But no, that can't be. You can't overthink a girl who knows your name and your past, teleports to and from school and jumps off rooftops without dying. I'm just I'm just rationalizing, aren't I? A gust of cold breeze strikes my cheek. Alright guys, back to the game. Got a more entrance. Did I just capture a glimpse of a UFO? Bigfoot? Oh no, I'm sorry. I was just dreaming, Lillian. Oh, hey Mark. Good to see you out on Saturday shopping with Rin, I suppose. Blurts out a barrage of words. I might regret asking this, but what were you thinking about just now? Nothing you need to worry about. He tries to glare angrily at me, but I can't quite say that it's working. It wouldn't happen to have much to do with that shopping bag on the bench next to you. Of course not. Anyway, what are you doing here? This isn't exactly weather for lounging. Not weather for strolling either. You're as sharp as ever. Me? Sharp? Not like this around everyone. What? Is there something on my face? Oh, no, it's just... that sounded more coherent in my head. Hey, wanted to shop around my slow-witted friends. I wouldn't go out of my way to low-witted. So that's what she meant. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean. I try a resigned laugh. I laugh at a resigned laugh. It's alright. I don't worry about it. I know you weren't implying anything. You're right, sorry. You don't need to apologize. It's futile. Anyway, let's go for a walk. Yeah, I'm just about fully rested. Right. Okay. Look away unconsciously as my stomach flips itself over. Can't believe I sat there for so long. It's cold. Yeah, it is, Rin. Yeah, it is. Rin and I almost died this morning. What? Nothing you need to worry about. I guess some stories are better left untold. That reminds me, my head seems to have stopped hurting. You can go inside if you want. I'm sure they'll be able to find us. Oh no, it's alright. Besides, it's a nice day. Don't you think? Yeah, I guess it is. I fridge it with whatever I can find in my pocket. How are things going? How are things going in the library committee? We haven't had much to do for a while. Things are winding down for the holidays. I suppose you have no need to worry about midterms? Well, I usually spend about an hour a day studying, so there's no need to worry about tests. Schoolwork is easy once you study regularly. I know what she's going to say before she even says it. Don't you be worrying about your test, Mark? I'll get through it somehow. Wait, let me explain. You see, some people are born hardworking and others aren't. I happen to fall into the later category. Category. I can't speak. That's your explanation. He shouts and hits me in the head. Literally. You know, if you don't work hard now, you'll never be able to get into a good university. And if you don't do that, you'll never get a good job. Then you'll never make good money. Doesn't this bother you even a little? Well, I guess you could say that it bothers me a little. It really doesn't bother me at all. Doing badly enough as it is. What would happen if I went here to keep you on your toes like this? Probably be sleeping on the roof at school and playing video games at home, actually. Recently come to the rooftop, nap, your classes away, and waste your time at home on games. That's what you would be doing. Okay, you got me. Good. Honestly, you'd be helpless without me. And I suppose it's a good thing that I have you around. Silence. The crowd is the traffic, the constant droning of nature all disappear. You're alright. It really is a good thing. But you seriously want to repay me? All you have to do is take care of yourself. Right. I take a sharp breath of cold air. Just when I need to cool my cheeks. You should come over. Any time of the week is fine. Come over and I'll help you review. Alright, sure. That would help. That's fine with you, right? Yeah. My voice vanishes in a puff of condensation as the sun strikes my eyes. And still Lillian. Hang on. I shouldn't lie to you. I'm not only asking you to study. Ooh. I open my mouth, but nothing comes out. It's just like it was with Myra. Constraining, suffocating, dizzying. Something that I need to tell you. You don't, you don't mind, right? I mean, maybe I shouldn't. It'll make things more complicated, and it's okay. I'll listen. I squint in the sunset. I hear her silently. Are you sure? Can I be a burden on you? Am I making the right choice? Are you sure you're ready to face your past? In the end, it's probably just the sound of my own monologue. Thank you, Mark. The words turn to condensation before I can hear them. I think I might really need your help. I'll protect you no matter what. That line crosses my mind. But of course, I can never bring myself to say it. I'll do what I can to help. As if it was all nothing, as if it were all nothing more than a daydream. She steps towards me, and the words start spinning again. The words start spinning again. I'm still not sure what I'll do, but I'll appreciate it if you could come over. Even if it's only as a favour. Don't worry about it. Besides, I always owe you favours, don't I? I mentally whine about the weather as my feet kick at the frozen dirt. Nothing happened, nothing at all. I talked to her friends about schoolwork and she invited me over to study and why? Why her? Why not her? Ouch. A bruise materializes on one of my knuckles after I punch the bench. Unsurprisingly. Screw up. This is a waste of time. I try to push myself off the bench, but leaving already? A voice. I should be surprised, but somehow it makes me feel the most natural thing in the world. It's like the most natural thing in the world. And it's Myra. Myra, what are you doing here? I could ask the same for you, but I won't, so let's drop the subject. The smell is a few times more soothing than a punch to the bench. Well, it's a smile, not a punch, so kinda is more soothing. Actually, now that she's here, maybe I can get some information out of her. You know, Myra, I forgot to ask. A nice evening, don't you think? The weather, again? Guess I can't deny that. Glad you agree. Shall we go for a walk? Well played, Myra. Good at chasing and changing the subject. You're not teleporting out of here this time. Have you read any good books lately? I wonder why she didn't seem cheerful when we first met. Sorry. Change the subjects, but are we lost? Ended up wandering around the park after we left, but the trees seem to have closed in around us. They didn't even mention that. Gotta be kidding me. Have you read any good books lately? You've gotta be kidding me. Kidding? What do you mean? You mean you didn't like anything that came out last month? Can't be that dense, can she? I'm really not into modern literature. So you prefer the classics then? He beams at me innocently. I almost let out a sigh. Oh no, I meant I'm not into reading in general. Sorry. What about movies? Movies work too. Let's see, there was that horror movie with the zombies. What was it called again? That's not very specific. I saw the one with the Spartans, that was pretty cool. Lifts her foot as if she's gonna kick me to abyss. Well, if you're ever bored, you can borrow books or a few movies from me anytime. My father pretty much has an entire library in our basement. Oh, that's right. So you're interested? More importantly, your father. Interested in my father? But not that. I mean your father, who is he? He looks a little uncomfortable. I suppose I'm partly to blame for that. Are you stalking me, Mark? Not me, Kettle. Not meat, Kettle. Okay, well, let me start over. What I was getting at was that is what your family's like. Is that really the kind of question you need to think about? Or what kind of house do you live in? Where do you live? For that matter. Do you have any siblings then? What school do you go to? But Mark, why do you want to know all of this? This time I say it audibly. Okay, time for plan B. Well then, let me just tell you outright. I have virtually no idea who you are, and yet you seem to know me pretty well. Odd? I guess so. Let me put it this way. I feel that in order for us to continue seeing each other, and for me to help you, I should try to get to know you better. And make it easier for us. It'll make it easier for you to find out what you're searching for. For us to bring in a lost time. What I was thinking, but oh, I see. Sorry, it's just that I was warned by my parents to be wary of strangers. Strangers? We're strangers, and how did you know my name before we met? Jackpot. I wonder. Or not. It'll be my little secret. One of many. By the way, you live with your sister, right? Rin? Yeah, I've been taking care of her because my parents spend a lot of time at work, although sometimes it's the other way around. Sometimes you spend a lot of time at work. You know what I mean. I'm kidding. And hey, it must be nice to have such a caring sibling. I smirk as I remember the Thora threats and special attacks she comes up with over the years. It's not as nice as you think. Sure she can cook and do household chores, but when you have to explain to your teacher why your sister showed up in class yelling, "Look, Oni-chan, my friend told me how to do the god finger," it can be quite the hassle. Mira chuckles at my misery. Well, I guess it's pretty funny in retrospect. If she cares about you, you should be happy. Her smile is almost enough to make me forget my original mission. Almost. Why do you say that? Are you an only child, Myra? Sort of, I guess. Do you know what a yes or no question is? Well, it's a complicated situation. Ah, I see. How so? I wonder when she'll realize that I'm more patient than her. Well, you see, my family isn't quite an ordinary family. We're different. But not so different that we're not ordinary, you know? No, I don't. To put it simply, it's like we're walking home from school and having to decide between going to your small 2-bedroom apartment where your parents treat you kindly, or to your uncle's mansion filled with books and electronics and everything else, except that you'll be all by yourself. Kind of like that. Except different, because I don't really have an uncle and my parents don't live in a 2-story bedroom apartment. 2-bedroom apartment, I think it's not 2-story. Anyway. That's very cool putting it simply. So basically, I'll try to summarize her story so far, and I realize I haven't learnt a single thing other than where to go for free books. Confused. Don't worry, a lot of people have trouble understanding me at first. I wonder whose fault that is. There's no rush though. We've got our whole lives ahead of us. She teases a smile out of me. I admit defeat. But if you ever want to talk to you, what shall I do? I mean, walking all the way to school at night is kinda impractical. Do you have a cell phone or anything? Don't worry about it. Contacting you will be my job. What I do best. Talking to me is what you do the best. Don't make it sound like a crime. I won't even bother. But really, is there anything else you want from me? Our eyes meet and I see something. I was mistaken the other night. The girl isn't angelic or ghostly at all. She's very, very human. I don't want anything specific from you or anything tangible. I'm just happy that we can finally be together. But is there anything else you wish for? Maybe. She bites her tongue, pondering, as if choosing the course of her life. All I really want is for things to stay the way they are. I'm happy. In that case, I'll do my best to fulfill your wish, I promise. Thank you. It was nice talking to you, Mark. It was my pleasure indeed. Mind giving me a little warning before you show up next time? Just leave it to me. Ring ring. Oh, sorry, that might be important. I reached in my pocket and looked down at the display. The squirrel darts up, tree in my corner of my eye. If I'm written, they're probably wondering where I am. Hey, Myra? I don't know what to expect before I look up. In that case, you'd better keep your promise. Find me, okay? Better find me. Make my declaration to the backdrop of snow covering trees. Twilight sky slowly fades. It's gone really late, really fast. I'm walking towards the subway station. I agree to meet up with Rin and Lucas. But everything keeps looping through my mind. Myra. I don't trust her. And I can't. And I shouldn't. But considering how things turned out, I should be happy. I don't know where she is from. Or how she knows me, or really I don't know anything. I don't know anything, but she's less of a mystery. Maybe meeting her wasn't such a bad coincidence after all. Maybe. Okay guys, that was day 2 done. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please click the like button below and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. See ya.